Welcome back to SimTour Project episode 20, a series where I'm showing off these sim racing setups of my viewers and hoping to give you all inspiration regarding all this hobby has to offer. This episode is packed with a great variety of setups of different price ranges, so after watching this video, go vote on your favorite setup in the community section of my channel, and the top submission will receive a free pair of the highly sought after OC Racing sim racing gloves. Anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Starting off strong and coming all the way from Belgium, we have Mats, a 16-year-old electromechanics student who has spent 3 years and approximately 4,300 euros on this great looking setup. Made up of a DIY'd aluminum profile cockpit, Matt saved money by designing and building his own sim racing setup, which clearly does a good job as it holds a Simagic Alpha wheelbase paired with the Simagic GTS Alcantara round wheel. On either side of those, he has a DIY'd wind simulator, and on his right, another custom designed handbrake. Being able to DIY all of this equipment at just 16 is extremely impressive, but not quite as impressive as seeing you press like on this video. Anyways, down below we'll find the popular Fanatec CSL Elite V2s, and then to sit, Matt's got the Sparko Grid Q, which is a stunning looking seat. Now, as for his massive displays, that would be 3 Ilyama G-Master 32-inch displays, all held up on, you guessed it, his DIY'd integrated monitor stand. Now, one of my favorite aspects of this build is also the custom-made accessories that he's got, such as the flag display, gear display on top of his wheelbase, and even some DIY flight controls for when he wants to convert this into a flight sim. Now, powering everything, Matt of course has a capable PC with an NVIDIA 3070 Ti, 9700K CPU, and 32GB of RAM, all housed in an NZXT H7 case. Overall, a very impressive setup for a 16-year-old, so thank you Matt for submitting. Now up next, and from the United States, we have Levi, a 13-year-old sim drifter who's put together this $4,000 sim racing setup. Designed primarily for drifting, Levi is rocking a large Sparko R345 leather wheel placed on Fanatec's 8mm CSL DD. To his side, well, he's got one of those Amazon handbrakes and a MOZA SGP sequential shifter. Down below, and also very nicely done, he's also got the Fanatec CSL pedals paired with the Janatec inverted pedals kit. Now, of course, he also needs a solid cockpit to mount all of this gear, and for that, he's gone with the Six Sigma Sim Racing 6S Slim paired with the Six Sigma GTR bucket seat. This, in my opinion, is an excellent bang for your buck cockpit, of which I've already made a separate review on. Now, as for his monitor, that would be the Acer Nitro ED 34-inch display mounted with a Trak Racer integrated monitor stand. All of this is of course very impressive for a 13-year-old, and he even plans on upgrading his PC next, which currently has an NVIDIA GTX 1660 Super, an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, and 16GB of DDR4 RAM, all housed in a Master Box Q300L from Cooler Master. Levi says he's trying to make his way into higher levels of esports drifting, so best of luck with that, and thank you for submitting. Now up next, and the person who's commented on like all of my recent videos asking me to make a new SimTour project video, we have Anton. Anton is a 14-year-old from Denmark who has been putting together this setup for around 10 months and has spent an estimated $2,000 on it. For that money, he's got himself a Next Level Racing GT Racer paired with the seat that comes alongside that rig. Now, the GT Racer for the money definitely holds its own, and it's proving that as Anton has mounted an 8mm Fanatec CSL DD as well as the V2 CSL Elite pedals by Fanatec down below. The wheel he's using here is definitely eye-catching, and that would be the Fanatec Esports V1 with a Ferrari sticker placed onto it. As you can see with other memorabilia placed around his room, Anton is, unfortunately for his mental being, a big Ferrari fan. Anyways, his screen here is the Asus VG258 held by a freestanding single monitor stand by Next Level Racing. Finishing off this build is of course his PC, which packs an NVIDIA RTX 2080 Super, an Intel i7-9700F, and 16GB of RAM inside a case that he doesn't remember the name of. Overall, a very clean, minimalist setup. Thank you, Anton, for submitting, and now please stop spamming my comments. Coming up next with a big quad monitor setup, we have Renaud, a 34-year-old field service technician from Canada who has spent an entire year and around 13,000 Canadian dollars putting together this build. Starting off and holding everything up, we have the advanced sim racing ASR3 cockpit paired with an Energy Prisma bucket seat. His monitors include 3 Samsung 32-inch G5 displays with a 24-inch Acer up top. Above that quad monitor, you can't miss his ambient lighting setup featuring 2 Joby light bars. Those of you who are paying close attention may have also spotted the custom bezel-free kit that he purchased off Etsy, this working perfectly for his 32-inch displays. Anyways, onto his sim racing equipment, he's got a MOZA R9 V2 wheelbase paired with the MOZA CS V2, the MOZA KS, and an Energy 350mm deep dish round wheel for some drifting action. Atop his wheelbase, you can also see a custom-made digital dash display, and further DIY work can be seen onto his left-hand side as he's also made his own button box. The rest of his gear is composed of Simagic with the inverted P1000i hydraulic pedals underneath, and Simagic Q1S shifter and TB1 handbrake on his right-hand side. Finally, for an extra bit of immersion, he's got a Dayton Audio BST1 shaker underneath his seat, which he controls with the Pro Amp by Knob Sound. Finally, ending off this setup is his powerhouse of a PC composed of an Asus TUF 4080 Super, an Intel 13700K, 32GB of Corsair Vengeance DDR5 RAM, and lots more, all housed in an NZXT H9 Flow case. Renaud tells me that he originally started on a G923 with a wooden cockpit, and over the last year has been able to make his childhood dream come true with this setup. So overall, an extremely impressive build with some very capable hardware. Thank you, Renaud, for submitting. Finally, ending off the episode strong, we have Ricky, yet another 13-year-old sim racer. Coming in from Scotland, Ricky's dad has spent approximately 7,000 pounds on this rig, made up of a Trak Racer TR80 aluminum profile cockpit paired with a GT-style fiberglass seat. Like others in this episode, he's rocking a single monitor, that being a curved 32-inch Samsung display held up using an integrated Trak Racer monitor mount. Now, as per his wheel, absolutely deadly for the wrist of a 13-year-old, he's somehow got a Fanatec Podium DD2, which he pairs with his McLaren GT3, Formula V 2.5X, BMW GT2, and RS Club Sport Fanatec steering wheels. Down below, he continues with Fanatec as he's got the V3 Club Sport pedals paired with the Fanatec Club Sport shifter and handbrake back up top. Now completing this build is a Buttkicker Gamer 2 and a PC with components that he doesn't know. Regardless, this is overall yet another really impressive build for someone so young. Make sure to enjoy it, don't hurt your wrist, and thank you, Ricky, for submitting. So with all of that said, this wraps up SimTour Project episode 20. Remember to vote on your favorite in the community section of my channel, leave a like if you've enjoyed, and with all of that said, as always, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.